Hey guys, my name is iKabigon and welcome back to Let's Play Punch-Out Wii. We're gonna take on the World Circuit S champions today. Well, they're not champions, they're just challengers. We're gonna start with Aran Ryan as always, and then we'll move on to the other two. He's looking mighty confident today. Okay, it involves profanity, I'm not gonna say it. But you know, some kind of eating grin. That's all you need to know. He did this last time. I'm not surprised that he's going ape crap for me. Here we go! Alright, so this fight with Aran Ryan requires a little extra work. After intercepting one of his punches, you actually have to dodge another punch, usually a head attack, usually a headbutt or an elbow. And then afterwards you can get the 7-hit stun on him, and after you rake him from the stun, he'll go for another attack. So he's more aggressive than last time, and he also has a little bit more to him, which we'll get into a little later. Still does this. He does it a little earlier than last time, in fact. And so far, so good. Just get the 7 hits on him, and he doesn't fall down from 7-star punches anymore. And he also has this rope attack, which he telegraphs by swinging it swinging it... he swings it vertically or horizontally, dodge the way he's telegraphing. Also, on his way down, like you just saw, he will try to swing his rope again in a last-ditch effort to get some damage on you before he falls down. I did it incorrectly, but if you hit him in the face, he'll do it horizontally, and if you hit him in the stomach, he'll do it it's vertically. I didn't rehearse this, and I probably should have rehearsed what I was gonna say, but I didn't. Interestingly enough, getting hit by that cannot knock you down no matter how little health you have left, but it's still annoying. Let's just face it, it's really annoying. But still, this is a really fun and challenging fight. It's nowhere near the hardest fight in the game, but it's still interesting. He's cheating, but you know what? You know what? I don't really mind for some reason that he's cheating, because he's still really fun. He's still really out there. Plus, breaking him from a stun, getting 7 hits on him after his rope attack will net you a star punch, but you need to avoid every instance of the rope swing. Every time he swings the rope, you need to avoid it.
Me 6-star hits harder than you, boy! Who's that? Hey, you think that's funny? Come on!
Can you believe this? This sucker needs to use a weapon to take you down, duck and weave his attack, and then lay a pound.
I know you're a bit concerned, Doc, but I think I'll do just fine. He doesn't scare me. They're throwing pizza at him. Pretty sure in real boxing that would get you eliminated. Attacking the judge. Somebody is the ref. Either way, he's not the only one to do this either. If you lose to Bold Bull in title defense, he'll attack the ref. If you lose, during the Super Macho Man also does this during his when he's getting back onto the ring. I think it's in title defense, but it might just be in contender mode. I forget. I think it's in title defense. Anyway, that's actually all the attacks that Aran Ryan has. This is kind of an endurance round, but he's pretty predictable, so I don't find this fight particularly difficult, but it is very worth going through. You just need to pay attention to his telegraphs, don't get hit by his elbow. Hit him like that, dodge his rope attack on his way down, don't be an idiot like me earlier in the fight. Because as you were seeing before, I was mashing the 1 and 2 buttons in an attempt to get more health while he was starting to fall down, and it didn't happen. I didn't get more health. Get star punches whenever you can, even though he no longer falls down after the 7-star punch of the fights. Doesn't matter. Laying down punches like that on him is important to beating him. Alright, and...
TKO!
How ironic. After using a rope to try to take me down, he gets entangled in ropes. It's like the Alfred Hitchcock movie of the century.
You on a roll, baby. 1, 2. Who knows how many times you can defend this title in a row?
He stopped using that one. This is the 9th time in a row that I've defended my title successfully. I haven't even lost it once. Alright. We're moving on to what is one of the hardest fights in the game. Soda Popinski on title defense. And his clothes have changed to purple, but he's gotten a lot tougher, I think. There's a couple things they do to him that make him a lot more challenging in this iteration. Most people don't really remember this fight as being particularly difficult, but I do. I found that this fight is actually probably the second hardest of the entire World Circuit. And I'll get into why in just a little bit, of course. Here we go. As you can tell, Soda Popinski's got a new formula for his soda, and also, as you can see, you start only being able to hit him 2 times in a stun, but every successful time that you avoid his attacks, as in don't take damage, and then stun him, you get 1 more punch in on a stun. There's no limit to how many punches you can get on a stun as long as you keep dodging his attacks and being aggressive. So if you get hit once, you just reset back to being able to hit him twice, which is infuriating in its own right. Also, when he does these uppercuts, there's a bottle cracking sound every time, so you need to pay attention to a vocal audio cue this time around in order to tell when Soda Popinski's done doing his uppercuts. Because, as you'll recall, when I did the contender fight, I noted that he only did the popping sounds when he was done. So this is meant to confuse a little more. So far, he doesn't really have any attacks that are new, but you can tell already that he's a little more challenging. His pattern is a little different. It can be unpredictable at times. Like, you don't know if he's gonna do a sidestep hook or just a standing still hook. Later on, he'll actually do a variation of a sidestep hook where he steps to his left, to your left, his right. Which, you duck that anyway. But the challenge in that is that you don't know if he's going to do the hook or if he's going to do an uppercut. And you need to do different techniques in order to dodge both of those. He didn't recover very much health here. The easiest way to beat him is to just lay on the pain early on in the fight, but here we go.
What's your favorite flavor of protein shake? Mine's chocolate.
I think you may have already said this before, and it still doesn't surprise me. Alright, just so you know, don't do what I do. Do not let that cutscene play if you want Soda Popinski to have the same amount of health as he had in the at the end of the previous round, because that cutscene, as unimportant as it looks, will actually allow him to recover some health. And I think it's a lot of health, too. So, yeah. If you're doing this, unless you really want to see the cutscene, well, look it up on YouTube, or just watch that part again. Otherwise, just don't play it, because otherwise, he's going to recover health, and it's not going to be fun for you. Because this guy gets more and more unpredictable as the fight goes on, and getting hit when you have a long string of combos on him, as in abilities to hit him while he's stunned. It's probably not the correct terminology. Just don't get hit. It is very hard to not get hit, though. He's really red, and see, his hook has almost no telegraph now, and so does his uppercuts. So you see? See, it has very little telegraph, and it gets faster and faster as the fight goes on. I think that's the maximum speed that he can get to, actually. But you know what? It scares me. I forget if I've gotten knocked down at all yet. I think he's cooling down a little bit. If you let him cool down, I guess. Although, letting him cool down insinuates that you know how to dodge his attacks, which I clearly do not know how to do. And usually when I know how many times I can hit him, I just hit him in the balls. Chocolate salty balls. You know that song. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. I didn't know it for the longest time. And frankly, I think I might have been glad if I had never heard that song again. I mean, yeah. It's a good song. It's just really inappropriate. Okay, we gotta go to round 3.
Я могу победить тебя даже одной рукой, привязанной за моей спиной. Soda Pop's trying to catch his second win. No rest for the wicked, baby.
Money don't grow on trees. You know the rest, I hope. Maybe. And there, yeah, I decided not to let the cutscene show because I don't want him to get more health. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory why I did that. Because I already told you what happens if you don't do that, and I think he does a hook. I think you can tell if he's going to switch up his tactics if he pauses for longer than usual. So, plan accordingly. Do I get him down here? I think this might be the end of the fight. As I've knocked him down 5 times, or actually maybe I need to knock him down 6 times. Yeah. Yeah, he gets a drink from his bottle, so he's still in the game. He just goes to 9 until it happens. It's usually heartbreaking when it's always heartbreaking when he gets that much health from just 1 drop of soda. It's like, what are you drinking? Oh, and I was a little worried there, because I ducked. Don't duck when he's about to bring out his bottle, because it just gets fast. You want uppercut? You want uppercut a god? I am the champion. Sir, I am the champion, and you are no one. I'm gonna hit you. Oh boy. You hit him in the balls. Why did I... Oh god. I don't know why I'm saying this like it's live, but there we go. That's the end of the fight. So after knocking him down 6 times, he has no more drops of soda in order to... I mean, he has no more drops of soda. I mean, we'll see it right here. It's like, oh no, there's no more. It's like, I'm down. I can't do it anymore. His knockdown out animation is the same as in contender mode, so you're not missing much. Yeah, well. We won! I love you, peanut butter!
No way these suckers gonna bring down the champ. Are you ready for the next challenge?
I think I am. Now this is a fight that most people consider one of the hardest, if not the hardest in the entire game. Well, I struggled with it quite a bit my first time through the game, or at least to this part of the game, but if you know what you're doing, this fight is not as bad. This is Bald Bull, and he is vicious. And there's one little thing that makes him a lot more challenging in this fight compared to the last one. Well, technically 2, but I'll get into that later. There's one that people notice more often. It's very noticeable because you need to adapt to it in order to stand a chance in this fight. Let's see what you got for us, Bald Bull. Probably nothing good. Okay, that scare was creepy. Interestingly enough, most people believe that what he's saying in that opening cutscene is "damn you" over and over again. So it's like getting crap past the censors, pretty much, because Nintendo would never allow that kind of swearing to be in one of their games. Also, it can be very difficult to get a star punch off of these hits. You do it like I do, but there's a specific point at which his head needs to be for you to get a star punch. Also, when he's charging up a rolling punch from the left, it's shorter, and when he's charging one up from the right, it's longer, as in the charge up. So, also when he does that pumping uppercut, you no longer have to hit him before he does it in order to get a star punch. Also, you'll notice that I knocked him down with a star punch despite the fact that he didn't have that much health left. That's important. If you try to knock him down with a regular punch, he will not go down and it will recover a quarter of his HP. So, yeah. You need to knock him down with a star punch. Doesn't matter how powerful, that's just how it needs to be done. This is actually very similar to how you had to fight him in the second time you encountered him in the NES Punch-Out. So his bull charge, hitting him while he does his bull charge doesn't knock him down either. You see, he's doing that. The same thing would happen if you were to do it with just a regular punch. But hit him with you can hit him with a star punch, 1 or 2, to knock him back down. if you punch it at the right time. I think right the second when that cutscene ends, you need to do that. Also, interestingly enough, you have a 3-star punch and you do that, you instantly knock him out. Obviously, I didn't have a 3-star punch, but, you know what? That's a quick way to end the fight. It really is. And I would definitely recommend it if you're having trouble otherwise with this fight. Rack up star punches, they're important. Don't be afraid to keep hitting him after you break him from a stun. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is hitting him in the glove. Also, he has a variation of a lock uppercut where he goes to your right. It's a little more delayed than his regular pumping uppercut. So keep an eye out for that. If you dodge a little early to the left, you can still make it back to hit him from the right. So there's that. No, you're going back down. Also, if you don't have a star punch and you die, and he does 2 of his attacks, he'll do this taunt thing where you can hit him for an easy star. So it's not like he's a complete monster. He's still a monster, but I guess the game programmers want to take a little pity on you if you couldn't figure out how to get star punches. So there.
Now listen up, son. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I love chocolate bar.
I think your mouth barely moved for that one. It's not a secret either. He's still serious. He's still doing those things, but anyway, yeah, like I said, I struggled a lot with this fight my first time going through it. And I think most of that was because I didn't know how to get star punches from this guy. If you know how to get star punches from this guy, this fight is not that bad. You can also whittle him down with star punches if you want, but I recommend keeping them on your person until he's actually within knockdown range. Also, every time he gets up from a knockdown, he will recover with full health. I have not brought attention to that yet. But anyway, the reason I don't find this fight as difficult as Soda Popinski on Title Defense is because he's more predictable than Soda Popinski in Title Defense. Also, his tendency to use the bowl charge once per round, if you know how to counter it, it's not so bad. I mean, if you're struggling with the bowl charge, that's completely understandable, but with a little practice, you can dodge it or counter it almost every time. So, there is still hope for you nerds. There is still hope for all of you to take down Bald Bull with all of your might. See, I dodged a little early for that, but I still made it back in time to dodge correctly. Yeah, you keep doing that quick uppercut, it's not gonna pay off. I know how to dodge it, you moron. Okay, I shouldn't call you a moron, because you're probably gonna get more aggressive if I say that, even though you can't hear me. And also, this was recorded not at the same time as this commentary. I'm gonna be commentating on my friends commentating on Call of Duty, and unless you win by decision, I believe you will see that cutscene every time you beat him. But that was my first try. That was my first try.
Am I dreaming? Ooh-wee. This is too good to be true. You defended your title, baby.
Did you not have faith in me? Did you not have faith that I could beat this guy? Well, you might have been right if this was like several months ago. I mean, even several months ago, it didn't take me long to get good at this fight. The challenges really help you get good at the fights, let me tell you. Okay, Super Macho Man and, of course, Mr. Sandman will be in the next episode, so take care.